Hey, what's up, podcast family? Today's story is quite an interesting one. It's centered around a guy, a very powerful, influential man called General Naaman, and a little about Gehazi and the prophet Elisha. You will love this one. You will definitely love it. Plus, there are a lot of lessons to learn from this one. So, here we go. Today's story is branded General Naaman.
Welcome to the Telling Bible Stories podcast. Experience the Bible come alive as we unravel its beauty using today's language.
And now, your storyteller, TOLA Omoniyi.
General Naaman, a 4-star general of the Syrian army, loved by many, respected by all, including his boss, the king. Of course, we wouldn't love General Naaman. He has been significantly instrumental in the many victories of the Syrian army, winning battles and wars against some of the greatest armies around the world, including Israel. In fact, at some point from his conquest against Israel, he took captive a little Israelite girl who now works as a servant to his wife. He's also a great family man. Everything was going all great for him until this happened. Hey, General, the test results are out. Okay, tell me, so what's happening to my body? What's happening to my skin? Why all these reactions? General, I'm sorry to say, but you have been diagnosed with skin cancer. What? Okay, so how do we commence treatment? That's where the problem lies. There is no known cure for it just yet. Naaman sinks into a sad mood. He's dejected and depressed, down and out. At that time, people got quarantined just for having such a disease. It was a shameful one. Mary, the Israelite girl I told you about, went to meet her mistress and asked, "Hey, Ma, what's wrong with the general?" "My girl, it's bad. He's been diagnosed with cancer, skin cancer." If only he was in Samaria. Hey, what did you say? If only he could get in contact with Prophet Elisha in Samaria, he will cure him of this disease. So Naaman connects to the king to update him about his new quest to Israel, informed by the little girl. The king tells him not to worry. Hey, don't worry. I'll send a direct message to the king of Israel myself to this regard. So he sends an email to the king of Israel. It read thus: "This is a letter of introduction for my servant General Naaman. I have sent him to you because I want you to cure him of his cancer." When the Israelite king read the email, he got perturbed and petrified all at the same time. Oh my God! This has got to be some kind of setup. This guy just wants to start off another war. He's just trying to look for an excuse. How in the world am I supposed to cure a man from an incurable, from skin cancer? How am I supposed to do that? Am I God? The whole palace went into a state of panic. Now, when Elisha heard about this, he sent a message to the king. Why are you in such panic? Send the general to me, so he may know that there is indeed a prophet in Israel.
Your attention, please. Please do not smoke in the terminal building.
Naaman arrives town, lands at the airport with 4 suitcases stocked with cash, lots of clothes, lots of gold, along with his men. Heads straight to the palace where it's warmly received. Then he was escorted to the prophet's church. On getting there, Elisha did not even come out to meet him personally. He sent his personal assistant Gehazi with a message, a simple instruction. Go to River Jordan, wash yourself in there 7 times. If you do that, your skin will be restored and you will be healed." The general was angry. Really? Really? Is this seriously happening? I come all the way from Syria to meet this guy, hyped by everyone as one powerful man of God. I expect he'll come out, lay hands on me, and pray for me in the name of his God and cure this skin cancer. And now he tells me to, River Jordan. We've got River of Damascus, River Banner, River Fapa, and he tells me to go wash. He tells me to go to River Jordan to wash. Guys, let's go. But one of the soldiers said, Hey boss, with all due respect, what if the prophet told you to do something a lot more difficult? Will you be willing to do it? Oh, yeah, will. But now he has asked you to do something simple. Shouldn't that be a more welcoming instruction? So the general changes his mind and heads for River Jordan. Now at the river, he dipped himself right in. First time, the second time, third time, nothing changed. The fourth time, the fifth time, the sixth time, nothing changed. But after the 7th time, he came out and his skin became as smooth as a baby's. The skin cancer was absolutely gone. Unbelievable! Himself and his entire squad were so excited. Woo! They went right back immediately to the prophet. Now Naaman stood before Elisha, and he said, "I am a living testimony. I can say of a fact that there is no God in all the earth except the God of Israel." And so he reaches out to his guys, his other soldiers, tells them to bring out the good stuff. They bring out the suitcases of cash, dollars, the clothes and gold. And then he says, "Please accept this little offering as a way of saying thank you." The prophet looks at it all and says, "As long as the Lord who I serve lives, I'll take absolutely nothing from you." "Oh, no. It's just my way of saying thank you." But Elisha insisted. "Oh, okay, if not, can I take some soil, like enough soil that our SUV trucks can take, so I can offer sacrifices on it when I get to Syria, instead of the idols that we worship in Syria? And I just pray that God forgives me, because, the kind of work that I do, I am required to go in with my king, with the master, every time he goes in to worship the idol of Ramon. And right now, I don't believe in that God anymore, but I might just have to go in with him every time he does. I hope God will forgive me." Elisha is like, "Don't worry, go in peace." Now, while all of this was happening, Elisha's PA, Gehazi, couldn't believe his eyes, couldn't believe his ears. How in the world can my boss turn down all this cash? Like, what? If it doesn't need it, me, I need it all. It was mission accomplished for General Naaman and his guys, and now it was time for them to check out. On getting to the airport, getting ready to board the next flight to Syria, Gehazi shows up, catches up with them on a bike. "Is that not the guy from the prophet?" Naaman asked. "Hey, is everything okay?" "Yeah, everything is fine. My boss sent me to you. You see, we have some ministers we just arrived for a pastor's conference. So he asked to get just one suitcase of cash and clothes for us to take care of these guests." "Oh," he said to the soldiers, "hey, why not? In fact, give him 2 suitcases of cash and 2 suits of clothes." Gehazi received this and took off straight to his house, and then back to the church where Elisha was. Elisha saw him and asked, Hey, where have you been?" I've been around. I didn't go anywhere." Then Elisha said, "I was there in spirit when a man stopped to meet you. This is not the proper time to accept money, clothes, gold, or material things. Now for what you have done, The skin cancer that left Naaman will come on you and your descendants forever. As Gehazi was stepping out of the room, his skin went all white as the cancer came down on him. Whew. What a story. Okay, first things first is God's instructions a lot of times are simple. So simple that you might need help to get confused. And because some people think that if God wants to do something spectacular in your life, it has to be some complex instructions. But no, a lot of times it's simple. Just like it was the case, just go to the river Jordan. Just dip in there 7 times and you'll be fine. God doesn't do things the way we think they should be done. That's why He's God. So if He tells you to do it, just do it. Also, something we can learn from this story is the fact that you can't buy God's gift with money, but there is a requirement. All that is required of you is your faith to believe. And Naaman didn't need to give cash as a price for his cure. All he needed to give was his faith to believe that the instructions by the prophet would get him healed. The story, which was very amazing, had like a good ending until there was a twist to it. Well, we're still all rejoicing about the miraculous healing of Naaman until somebody got very, very greedy. Gehazi brought the woes upon himself because he was greedy and he was corrupt. And sometimes those little sins could have an effect not just on us but on generations to come. I know you've learned a lot more lessons than even what I've shared. Why not just go on social media with the hashtag TBS General Naaman and let's talk it through. And hey, look up the Bible for a reference of this story. It's in 2 Kings chapter 5. And that's a wrap for this week's story. Till I catch you on the next one, God bless you.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed every bit of today's Telling Bible Stories with TOLA. Do remember to subscribe and share with your friends.